Welcome back to Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. I am laying deck boards up on the top deck, probably 25-30 feet off the ground. I have got the hardest part done in getting the skirt around the posts. Got 5 runs on. So I'm getting ready to lay some more down here. I'm leaving my deck planks here. As I put a couple runs on, I take another one off, set it over on the scaffolding. That way it's a little safer to work. As you can see, I got my deck tape on. Did that yesterday, so I'm going to put a couple more runs on, and I'll bring you back and show you kind of the process. I had one person commenting, asking about my thicknesses of my deck boards. I set with the gauge on the planer. And so it runs within a 30-second or so. So on deck this works out fine. As you can see here, I've got a nice smooth edge. Same here. So I'm more concerned about the width, making sure the width is the same. If you're within a 30-second on the thickness, that's not too bad. But I will put down a few more and I'll be back. Well, it's an hour or so later. I'm coming up on the halfway point. That's the halfway point where my bridging is. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 runs down. It's turning out very nicely. It's actually a beautiful day here, Christmas Eve day in eastern Tennessee. Temperatures come up, and I've had to strip down, take some of my layers off. You can kind of see the landscape here, and I thought that was a tall building, and I'm sitting here looking at the peak up on this deck. Now imagine what it's like when I was up on the pitch of the peak of the roof of this house. Anyway, I'm going to try to get 2 or 3 more runs on here before I have to go, but this is working out well. Leaving my planks down, and as I get ready to put a couple runs down, I take a plank off, set up on my scaffolding, and that way I'm always protected. I've got covering here so I'm not walking out on nothing. Gives me a good area to work. So yeah, I will be back. It's a beautiful thing. I'm at 50, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 55 plus inches over. I've got about another 41 to go. So I'm well over half. The hardest part, like I said, is getting around all these posts. Doing this middle part, it's just rinse and repeat. But the deck boards turned out nicely. Having them all stained in the basement, I just bring them up as I need them. I think I've got plenty made up. Like I said, I'm well over half, and I've just got into my pile working down there. So I'm going to take Christmas break, take this evening off, and tomorrow hopefully be back at it on Boxing Day, if it's not too bad. Try to get this deck done, and then I'll move to the deck down below. think what I'm going to do is finish the deck up here, put the tape, and what, I don't know if you can see it down below there, put the tape on and do that deck, then start and bring the siding, put the exterior corner on and bring the siding right up. That way, because as soon as I get the handrails on, I can't get back and forth across here, and right now it's nice to be able to, on this little corner, to be able to work with my scaffolding, because directly down there's a set of steps, and once I put those steps in, I can't get the scaffolding in. That's why I was doing all of this eave work now, because I can't get that scaffolding back up there. I'd have to build something special. So that's the step. So based upon kind of the time frame, probably got another half, 3/4 of a day to finish up this deck, and then that'll give me a couple days down below to do the other deck. So hopefully before my break's done, I should be putting on some siding coming up on this back corner to try to get this buttoned up, so I can start putting handrails and stuff on up here and down below. So that's the process. It's just step by step, but I think it's going to be really nice when we're done. So I will see you after Christmas in a day or two, Lord willing. Okay, I've got a few more runs on. It's the day after Christmas. I've got probably about 5 more to put on, but I've got a notch around the chimney here, but I'm getting a pretty good flat surface here to work now, and everything is working out great. So I am going to, like I said, notch around this chimney and finish putting the last few pieces on here before I do the trims around the door. So I'll be back when I get this notched and ready to go. Well, this is probably as clean as this deck will ever be. I just finished. The very last piece, actually, I custom made it because it was almost 6 inches wide. These are 5 inches wide. So instead of trying to just fit a little piece in there and having to drill down through my flashing, I went down to the saw. I had milled out some stuff that was a little wider, and so I just cut it to width, stained it, and put it down. So we don't have that edge or crack right in underneath of where the siding's going. So we have now, what is this, third deck, counting the little one out in the garage. That's the third. This is the third one, and so I just have the one below this to finish. And it's ready for the tape and the decking as well. But before I do that, I think I'm going to trim that door off and put the trims beside the chimney here, so everything will be ready for siding, and then put a top coat on the, oh, dropped my hammer here, so I can get that all ready for siding here. I'm thinking right underneath the door, instead of trying to fit 6 inches of siding or 6.5 inches of siding underneath there, I think what I'll do is I'll just put my trims down and fill it in with white. I'll show you what that looks like in a few minutes here, but that's my next step. So I'll be back for that. Okay, we've got the door trimmed. I put the trims on around the chimney. As you can see here, put plastic down on the floor so I could paint, and put the skirt board down there. I think that's going to be better. It's going to look nicer than trying to get a small piece of siding underneath of that. Excuse me. But we are now ready. I've just got to put another couple coats on that once it dries. Kind of give you a close-up of what I did here, kind of the profile. So this is sticking out, well, the whole thing is about 1 3/16 inches, so it's sticking out about 5/16 of an inch. So that gives me lots to build my, to put my siding out against that. We'll see how it goes as far as finishing. And the hardest part is going to be getting a good clean edge. Getting a good clean edge with the paint. So I'm not exactly sure what I want to do there. On the other, excuse me, on the building over there, I actually painted the edge of that corner trim the same color as the siding, so it blends right in. That's the only disadvantage with putting this wider piece on. We'll see how that goes. If it's going to be too difficult, then I may do something different on the rest of the house, but we're going to give it a whirl. And so I appreciate coming along for the deck. Get up here and step back a bit. Hopefully I won't go for a ride. But there we have it. So the only thing left up here as far as the deck is the handrails. And like I said, I don't want to put those on until I get the siding, at least the siding on this section over here out to the corner. That's going to be the hardest. Also, there's the half post that goes on each side, which I've got to cut. I've got them cut out. I just haven't put any stain on them yet. So those have to go on as well. So be looking for more videos as we move forward. I'm still on break here, so hopefully I can get more of this done. But I think I'm going to move down tomorrow and start doing the lower deck so I can get the decking out of the way. That way I can get the exterior corner on and start putting the siding on, and that way I can also put the handrails. It's all the process. So anyway, if you would, please like and subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and be looking for probably another video within the next 3 or 4 days after this one, because I've been doing several. I just didn't want to put one out every day. So until next time, as always, you have a great day.